Hey everyone, Kim here, Abundant Life Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me. We are continuing our readings on the disappearance of Asha Degree, a little 9-year-old girl who went missing February 14th, 2000, out of Shelby, North Carolina. If you want a little bit more background, about 3 minutes worth, you can check out part 1 of my reading. Link to the playlist is in the description box down below. But part 1 is timestamped for a background bit of information. Very basic information and really bringing us up to current times of September 2024. All right. What I would like to do in this reading is to look at the level of involvement or culpability, or how much does a person know about the situation. We're going to pull a card for each of these people that have come up in recent times, that have come to the light on alleged involvement in Asha's disappearance. So we're going to start with one of the persons, well, the couple that was named in the, I guess it's the affidavit, I don't know, but was listed or considered a suspect. We'll start with Roy. What does he know? What is his level of involvement? Okay. 6 of Pentacles. Very much in a position of paying off something or someone, allegedly. This reverse Ace of Wands is a bit frightening to me, in the sense that it could mean some form of abuse, allegedly. All of this is alleged that I'm talking about. I'm just interpreting the cards. But there's this benefactor kind of situation going on over here. His level of involvement is well, I would say as equal to the person who actually did all the orchestrating of the kidnapping and then causing harm or trauma to Asha. So that's what we get here with the 6 of Pentacles. We got 2 cards for him. I'm going to pull from my Secrets Revealed True Crime Oracle. Runaway. That card came up before. It's 160 cards, this deck. Flight risk. Yeah, I don't know if we're talking about someone who's wealthy or has a lot of influence as well. I know that the Dedmons owned some sort of like facilities, or were they like nursing homes? I don't know what they like, residential facilities, I would say. So this could be tied to that, like, paying off someone, allegedly. Having an understanding or even level of involvement in doing something to her. Being complicit in that. We have runaway, and I say that because of the runaway card. It's like a direct connection. Flight risk. Who has flight risk, or who poses a flight risk? Someone who they, at the time he could have been a flight risk. I don't know about now. He's elderly, and maybe at one point he was a flight risk, or maybe someone near and dear to him is a flight risk, and he may do what he needs to do to try to make this whole thing go away. Okay, so we have those cards. Let's look at Connie, his wife. Ace of Cups. She is in the know. That's an affirmative of yes. But what I get a sense of with the Ace of Cups is she may have just offered some sort of moral support. paperwork or paper trail. There's evidence of maybe communications where she's supporting maybe her husband, maybe some other players. This is all alleged who's involved. But Ace of Cups is like, it's not a major arcana. It's not a court card or a higher number. It's very minimal. And they listed her as a suspect. But this could be a strategy to make the other people who may not have been listed as a suspect, or even, you know, her husband, feeling the pressure, mounting up a lot of charges against her with this paperwork or paper trail as a means of, as a strategy to guilt trip and make them come forward, because he has more culpability, more involvement with those two tarot cards up there. Okay. Now, I'm going to ask about Anna Lee. I think that's her name. That's the daughter of Roy and Connie. That's who had the DNA evidence. Look, Six of Swords, transport, moving, driving, conveying someone, moving them from one point to another point, and that's what came out in the news. It was her or maybe a sibling, but I find it interesting that I asked about her, and this is the card that comes up. She has more involvement than, say, her mother. Heavy speculation. Okay. Two or more. That fell in my lap. Father. That came up again. Another father card. If you've been watching this whole series I'm doing on Asha's case, you will know this card has come up a couple of times now. Another father card. Father is a constant theme. They're pointing their... This could even suggest in the next 6 months or so her having to distance herself or seek out some sort of protection. Okay. I don't know. It could represent a deal either in the coming 6 months or in the season of midwinter at the time, timing wise. But I will say her role is moving, and we know one of the girls, I'm assuming it would be her or someone who's of age to drive, was at 15, 16 years old. That could be very well her role here. And it is more than the Ace of Cups, than her mom's involvement. Okay. Interesting. We have father. So a relative here, just a nod to that. She knows something, her father knows something, and then we have two or more. She does have sisters. We're going to talk about them in a moment. What do they know, or their level of involvement allegedly? Sister number, I want to do this right. Sister, how did I do this? I don't know their names, the other sister's names. So we'll call sister number 1 and then sister number 2. Sister number 1. Queen of Cups. Very. Sister number 2. Three of Wands. Reverse Page of Cups. I wonder if they were in the car with her. I wonder if they know that. Look at this. Local. I'm just going to pull some cards for just the two sisters here, but there's one more person I need to look at. before we wrap up the reading. And that's the other person. We have accomplice. Okay. This is for the two sisters. I don't know. I don't know why I feel the need to say, but I guess, I don't know. I wonder if one or both of these sisters was riding along. I don't know. Riding along in the vehicle. We see here a couple of people here in the boat. The DNA was for this sister, Anna Lee. And now we have sister number 1, Queen of Cups. I mean, maybe a big emotional support to a fault of protecting the whole entire family. This person is known as someone who tries to fix things, like always trying to fix things. They may now, they have a wealth of information about what happened, sister number 1, allegedly. And to the level of some would even, including law enforcement, would venture to say, you've kept all these secrets all this time. You're definitely an accomplice or an accessory after the fact. And that's why I was saying, I wonder if they went on the expedition at one point or another. Like they may even know of other things happening, other crimes happening, allegedly. Notice that the daughter's involvement it's seemingly more than the mother to me. And then we have party or social gathering. What stands out to me is like, I wonder who else was in the vehicle. Was it one of the sisters or both even, allegedly? It felt safe to Asha to get in the vehicle or to not make a scene or try to bolt away and take off into the night, right? This sister number 2 is not as caring. This might be someone who could also be squeezed upon by law enforcement. They have information, sister number 1, allegedly. This person, not so much. And I get a sense that they went on, at some point, some kind of trip to either hide something related, move things around, could be, in charge of moving. Because Asha's backpack was in one spot. There was evidence found 26 miles away. There is like evidence kind of scattered all over the place. So I get a sense that this could be like, to many people, it could look like they're an accomplice of some sort. All right. Local, very near, familiar faces. Social stands out. The last person, and this is the person who was a DNA hit as well. We have here Anna Lee, allegedly, but I mean, that's what they put out. That's what law enforcement has said. Now we're dealing with Russell. He is no longer with us. He is deceased. What is his level of culpability, involvement, knowledge? Yeah. And some people are going to be like, he is the scapegoat. He's the one. I mean, the Empress is a major arcana. It supersedes all of these other ones. I need something clearer. Female energy again. Protecting a female. The Hermit, another major arcana. It's always been an active case. We got S-killer or thrill kill. Something about this person. Accessory after the fact. Interesting. Ooh. Did they see her and report back to her father? I don't know. This is throwing me. So he definitely, it's unfortunate he passed because he knew all the secrets. He had all the information. I don't know. I'm getting kind of weird vibes too. Like, I don't know. Like wanting to see her as Asha's, the way you see a beautiful woman. I don't know. It's interesting to me. What is also interesting is we got active case. So even though it's been 24 years and it may have seemed like a cold case, I even refer to it as a cold case. This card is saying it's been active all along. They knew about this guy, Russell's knowledge, involvement, and really being a part of this and having inside information with the Hermit. S killer, thrill kill. This could very well be he did this. I'm going to ask, did he have a hand? A direct hand. Did he wrestle? Could be a cover-up. They're gonna try to make it. They're definitely going to try to put all the blame on him, and to get this daughter out of it, they'll say, well, of course her DNA is in the vehicle. But police, law enforcement allegedly knows more about this involvement and something going on over here with the girls. Even them like seeing her, Asha, and then circling the back and coming back as well. He definitely, Russell was helping, but I don't know if he ultimately was the proximate cause of what happened to Asha. Let me know what you all think about the level of culpability. Convention would say the major arcana would just easily that Russell is the one who did this, maybe even compelled these other people in the vehicle to go along with his sick plan and cover it up and convince them that they could get in trouble. But I don't think so. And here's why. It would have been so easy for them to throw him under the bus many moons ago. You know, from what I understand, that there's been gossip swirling around this home or these people for a long time. The locals understand that. They know that. Maybe it might catch some people by surprise, but some people weren't they weren't surprised. So to me, why didn't the Dedmons just go ahead and throw Russell under the bus a long time ago? What were they trying to hide? Why were they trying to distance themselves? What was that about? The way that law enforcement also worded, like why they made Roy and Connie suspects, listed them, and why they were willing to shed light on who was one of the DNA matches. This is the one daughter, was it Laura Lee, and then Russell. And then they were saying they're also trying to explore the other minors in the home. What is up with that? So we're going to go a bit further. We're going to keep going to see what law enforcement is looking at. Like, what are some red herrings in this case? That's going to be the next video. And in that video, we're also going to, if we have enough time, cover what's the smoking gun evidence at this point that law enforcement has that's tipping them to a particular person. What do they really think happened? With these cards, I'm sensing driving the vehicle, this one, they part of some sort of enmeshment of cover-up. Somebody playing on their emotions when they were young, too. empowering them, making them more grown than they should have been. I don't know. It's weird. Again, I'm picking up on weird vibes. I don't know if you all are picking up on them. Let me know in the comments section. There's something about that. And then here, Russell. And he is like, we have the Five of Pentacles, which is no, like, it may not be, it's not him that did it, but they're going to try and pin it on him. Two of Cups and Two of Pentacles. We're going to hear more about that. But really, he was probably just an accessory after the fact. So that's what I have, friends. I don't know. I'm about to sit with these cards and look at them later and watch this video at another point to see what else I'm picking up on and watching the video. So, what are you thinking? Do you think that law enforcement got the right ones so far? Like, obviously DNA is DNA. It can be fallible. There could be errors. But let's say it wasn't an error. What do you think about who is the key players in this and who is responsible for what? And do you think that Russell will be the scapegoat? Or do you think Russell is the one who did it? Or do you think it's someone entirely not mentioned here? What do you think about the cover-up vibes and paying off vibes and this murkiness over here with the other kids? Let me know. Do me a favor on your way out. Please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I will continue on. I have a few more questions I want to ask, but I'm breaking them down into smaller videos. So it's just easier to just pop in and identify what we're talking about, pop out. All right. All right. Take good care of yourselves. I will talk to you all in the next one. Bye for now.